Hi everybody, how is everybody? Welcome Earthlings. No Poodlerific, this is my alternate account. This is not my main account. See guys, thanks for coming. First of all, I kind of like that this is a small chat. That makes me happy and it's easier to keep up with. But hello everyone. I was going to do this as a members only on my T-Spiracy channel. Then I was like, I don't know. I feel like this message is too important to not put out. So I'm going to do it over here. I'm going to try to have two channels. Like, I feel like I'm going to use this channel for things like this, and I'll use my main channel for, main event type stuff. I really am. I have some plans for my main channel. I am trying to grow it, yada, yada. I'm trying to, get away from the toxicity that is Twitter and focus on my content. That's something I need to work on as an individual because I am not perfect. And speaking of not being perfect, oh, Sherry, you are here. Good. I was going to moderate you, Sherry, but I have StreamYard up now and not my YouTube, so don't take it personally because you're my number one girl. Don't tell the other moderators, though. I love all y'all. Just kidding, guys. Who wants to be the head mod? Now, listen. I know that when you hear AZ's gonna go live and there's drama popping off, that some of you might go, she's gonna flip all the tables. And this morning, yeah, maybe I would have flipped a few tables, but now I'm just kind of looking around at this whole community, what is wrong with you people? And I mean this with peace and love, all right? I really do. Stacy said something to me the other day on Instagram, and it shook me, and I cannot stop thinking about it because it's so true. Right? You ready for this Stacy Bobbles quote? It's life-changing. You ready for this? You cannot like somebody. It's okay to dislike somebody, but you don't have to make up reasons why. You can just dislike somebody. You don't have to take their words, whatever they may be, because this has happened to me left, right, up and down, upside down and inside out. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go lately, it's oh, you meant this by this. So no, I didn't. No, I didn't. No matter how many times you tell me I meant that, no, I didn't. And then I know what that's like. I know what it's like to have a mob of people who are mostly sock accounts like August 22, you know what I'm saying? Just coming at you left and right, trying to tell you you did something wrong and you're an awful person and da-da-da-da-da. So we have that on one side, right? And then on the other side of that coin, in this particular situation that I want to talk about first is, you have people who are already hurting, right? Like you have a couple mothers out here who are involved in this conversation, who lost children, and that's the worst. There is nothing worse than that, right? I'm not going to sit up here, like I said in my last video on my main. I don't know what that pain is like. I don't know, right? I don't know how I would act. I don't know what I would take offense to. I don't know that. So let me make that clear, right? That's not something I can understand or that I'm going to pretend to understand, okay? I talk about Voloma, so before we get into it, I got to, because this subject revolves around this Voloma, right? I left her link in my description. She is a channel who talks about what it's like to be the parent of somebody who lost their child, right? And she does it with dignity, class, grace. I mean, this lady is unbelievable. She even has her own word in the dictionary, all right? What is a Voloma, real quick? You're like, AZ, what are you talking about? I thought we were here for the Twitter drama and this. No, let me just explain this first, because this is an important part of the conversation, okay? Voloma is a word that has now gained acceptance. It's a legit word, right? It's from the expectation that a natural life cycle, right, the way things are supposed to go, that the child will outlive their parent, right? There are times when that's not the case, right? So there's a word for it now. It's called Voloma. It's like widow for losing your significant other, right? It gives people an identity, right? Because that's a life-changing thing, man. I don't want to know what that's like. I can't imagine what that's like. So there's that. Check her out. If you have to deal with that heavy weight of having lost your child, man, I feel for you. I feel for you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you've done in life. I don't care. It's the worst, right? I don't want to negate that fact before we talk about this, because I think a lot of people have a lot of this booked up, you know? They really do. They really do. But again, it's okay to not like somebody and not have to make up reasons why or whatever. And in case you haven't noticed, which I'm sure you have, Leon, why are you all up on my screen? Leon, I didn't even know you was there. I could get you off there. You know, hold on. Let me remove Leon. Leon, we'll go for a spin in the craft after, okay? No, don't fire up the craft yet. We're not trying to take anybody out. We're trying to bring... Today, we're bringing people back to Earth. We're trying to ground these people, because this is insanity. All of it. All of it. Okay? Let me break this down for you guys, all right? Let me give you a little story time with AZ. I was writing my description and I got a little creative today, because you know, I'm a creative person, right? So let me read to you. I don't even know what I just started writing and it just came out, right? You are being lied to. You're being misled. You're being gaslit. You're being plotted against. Okay? You in the chat. You're being plotted against. You don't want to know why you're being plotted against? Because the more truth you tell, the more uncomfortable people become with that, right? The more you start to call out the sneaky, nasty ways of people like, I don't know, Steve McRae, especially Steve McRae, right? I know I'm all on your hard drive, right? The more you start to do that, right? And the more you say, hey, look, he scammed the whole community, huh? And the more that his people try to fuel any little thing they can find to negate the fact that this dude straight up lied to you. They will take anybody that has discredited them, they will take their words, they will flip them around. At least that's from my standpoint. That's what's happening to me. I don't know if it completely concurs with this situation. It actually does completely concur, but I'll get to that. So anyways, where was I? The more you begin to call out these games, right, the madder they get. If you don't fall in line with these wingnuts, okay, the greasy wingnuts, if you don't fall in line with them, the harder they push back. Then they formulate an even stronger batch of Kool-Aid, with a surefire ingredient that is almost guaranteed to hypnotize the masses and gain temporary leverage. Want to know what the ingredient is? It's a deceitful dash of social justice. At least that's what happened to me anyways. Legend has it that when you mix this culty Kool-Aid with the brew that is known to captivate and paralyze the nerve centers in the brain that are used for common sense, problem solving, and decision-making tasks. Yeah, that's right. It veils the entire community. It hides the truth. So, get yourself a generator for the virtue signal extravaganza and join the mob. Be forewarned, this battle is long, hard, and most people give up before it even begins. Side effects of this battle can be hurtful. Studies show that you'll more than likely experience bouts of random troll attacks, long-term reputational consequences, loss of associates, and not to mention the uncomfortability that comes along with the subject matter, and that's okay, because nothing worth doing is easy, and silence grants deception safe passage, okay? Silence grants deception safe passage, okay? Y'all people out here need to stop, just full stop. And Nikki, Nikki, girl, how dare you come out of left field with some crazy quote like that? Let me just bring this up here. This is wild, okay? Wild. Let me put it on the screen. Hold on. This chick is out of her mind. Now Nikki is she's in the running to become a Steve McRae sister wife. So like, you know, that tells you everything you need to know. I don't really need to go in any further. Where is it? Hold on. Is this the one? Nope. Nope. Hold on. No, I didn't mean to pull up my own intro. Oh. Hold on. No. I didn't mean to pull up my own intro. Oh. It wouldn't be an easy stream if I didn't hit the buttons. Sorry, I was echoing and I tried to fix it and I gave up on fixing it. If I didn't hit the button. Sorry, I was echoing and I gave up on fixing it. What is even happening anymore? Wait a minute. Why am I echoing like this? This is so weird. Wait a minute. Why am I echoing? For crying out loud, Leon, calm down, all right? And you can come over here touching my keyboard. You hit the button. For crying out loud, Leon, calm down, all right? I don't know why it keeps playing by itself. So weird. Anyways, all right. Now that I got Leon out of the way, okay? Leon's excited to go for a spin in the craft. Calm down. Stop hopping all around on my keyboard. I got aliens everywhere, all right? It's not the time. Please leave. Okay. So, where were we? Oh, let me bring up that thing I was talking about. I didn't forget about you, Nikki. Don't worry. Let me bring it up here. So yesterday, I'm getting situated. Give me a second here. Because now I had to cancel everything out. So just know that I'm easy. That's all you really need to know for this second. All right, here it is. All right, I got Twitter up. Here we go. Bear with me, guys. There's no way I could have dealt with that echoing, so. Let's bring everything back up. All right. Now we're back in business. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Greatly appreciated. Share audio. Yep. So, here we go. Do you see Exhibit A on your screen? Okay. Now, most of you know who Holy Spakle is. Holy Spakle was the woman that was on Julie's stream the other day. Holy Spakle is somebody who is very well spoken, calm, cool, collected, never really gets involved too much with the drama, never gets too dirty. She's very much a voice of reason, very much, a decent person. I literally have nothing bad to say about Holy Spakle. And, your girl AZ can pretty much think of things to say about people if I really wanted to, you know? Like I said, I got to work on myself here and there. But listen, Holy Spakle, guess who Holy Spakle doesn't get along with, though? Steve McRae. Guess who Nikki's, I don't know what Nikki's deal is, why she loved Roadhog, why she loves Steve. It's very confusing. I will never understand for the life of me. Nikki was there for a lot of the grime Roadhog did, co-signed it, was all up on it. And then she almost hit 1K and she realized like, yo, this is a bad look for my channel. I'm trying to monetize. And then she bounced out, right? That's the truth of the matter. I don't care what anyone says. Anyways, so then she's been up Steve McRae's ass for a long time. Remember how I blew up her spot last time? How she was like, nah, I ain't really that close with Steve. And I was like, girl, you were leaving him comments on his channel like freaking 10 years ago. What are you talking about? Remember I blew up her spot? Everyone was like, oh, why is she lying? Why you always lying? Right? Remember that? Well, here we are. We're back to Nikki again. So now that you got the rundown, Nikki is a sister wife in the making. Okay? So anything that she can find that makes anybody who discredits Steve, look silly, because kind of like they did to me with the whole freaking wolf thing. There was a dude who had a picture of his wolf as an avatar. I called him a dog, and they were like, "Oh my god, she's racist," and I'm like, "You gotta be kidding me right now." So this has been going on. Like the fire has been burning, let it burn. You know what I'm saying? For a while now, they're all like, "Ooh, look at this, look at here," right? We got EKC up in the mix. She's the one mixing the Kool-Aid, passing it out. She's the head sister wife now that Chesh and Manya are gone. Are you with me, guys? So here we go. Now, in the land of, the internet, usually before people make accusations, especially strong ones, you kind of have to have receipts, right? You cannot be out here saying, so-and-so said this, and I know it happened, and then just not have receipts. I mean, that's kind of weird, right? Yeah. So, anyone have the screenshot in EKC stream where the Holy Spakle told Llama Girl to get over her son's death? Mean face emoji. If so, DM me, please. Now, wow, one might look at that and go, who would do that? We all know who Llama Girl is, right? If you follow the Katie Joy stuff, Llama Girl is the documentarian, if you will, of Katie Joy's life. I don't know. She's out there screen recorded. Everybody uses her screen recordings and videos. Lots of people know who she is, okay? She's very well known in the anti-KJ community. She's like, I don't know, we'll call her the documentarian. It's no offense. It's just in my head, that's what I call her, because she documents KJ all the time. She has everything, man. That girl has everything that Katie has ever done. Ever, right? And it comes in handy to a lot of the people who make videos, right? Because they know that Llama Girl definitely got that clip. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, apparently, and I didn't know this till I read this, okay? Apparently, Llama Girl had an unfortunate circumstance, according to everything I just learned, and that's horrible, right? So this accusation that Holy Spakle, who, if you know who Holy Spakle is, you can read this tweet and go, ha, there's no way that happened. There's no way that happened. That would be like, I don't know, Mother Teresa. No, she's not Mother Teresa, but I'm saying, like, you know how you know certain people, like, there's no way that would happen, right? This accusation right here flew around the internet yesterday for hours. But let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something. This part's really interesting, okay? Yesterday, I made a tweet. And I'm not going to show it here because somebody's really super sensitive and very much confused. And I know they'll get upset over it. And they've been good to me, man. And I can't even believe this is where I'm at with this person. So I'll spare you all that detail. But however, I'm not stupid. Contrary to what some of these people tell you. All right. I'm not. I'm always going to keep it 100 with you people. Let me tell you what happened. All right. Listen to this. Listen. Pull your chair up. Yesterday, I made a tweet. I said, I can't believe everybody's coming at me. Like, what about Welsh Rose? Dude told her to get out of her wheelchair and walk. Why is no one talking about that? How about or what about Unirock? People over here saying he ain't a veteran. Nobody will talk about that though, right? Everybody will talk about how AZ said you own a Steve McRae and called you a dog because you have a dog pick. Like, I mean, come on, pick a battle worth fighting, you guys. Like, the dude fought for our country and nobody is saying anything about it. That's so screwed up, right? But you'll take someone like me who's a loudmouth. And let me tell you something, those Steve McRae people, they really don't like me because, remember when Unirock was like, oh, Steve McRae sucks. Everybody kind of started to tune it out because, oh my God, it's just Unirock. It's just the unitards. Remember? And then, I started paying attention and I gave voice to that and like gave credence to it and more people woke up to it. So like now, I'm on the chopping block, people. Let me tell you, they don't like that, right? And then I've been talking a lot about how EKC is not who I thought she used to be. It's okay for her to pull up essay reports and, do all this nasty talk about how CP is satire, whatever. But I call a dog, and here we are. Like, come on, really? Really? I know y'all are desperate and stuff, like, for some kind of payback, if you will. But, like, this ain't it, sis, So we have Nikki here saying, yeah, Holly Spakle did this, okay? Yeah, okay, sure. Sure she did. Anyways, back to my tweet. Said person who literally is under the spell of EKC, I've thought that for a while now. Many people have, because there is so much more, my friends. So much more. People like Stina, all these people got lies told on them. So many lies, right? So many lies. And there are so many little worker bees, we'll call them, out there sharing these lies, right? Meanwhile, sister wife extraordinaire over there is just sitting back like, you want to know why I know that she's all in this mix? Let me tell you something. When said person commented on my thread, which I was talking about Welsh Rose, right? Here comes said person, one of these said people, and it was like, hey, well, what happened to Llama Girl was really messed up too. And I'm like, all right, well, what the fuck happened to Llama Girl? So I literally was sitting on my step, reading it, staring at it, like, huh? Because I didn't know nothing about this, remember? About 10 seconds. No, maybe 20 seconds. Maybe 20 seconds. 20 seconds after that tweet came through, want to know what happened? A heart popped up on my top of my screen and it said, EKC liked that tweet. Is that divine timing or what? So y'all telling me that, like, EKC just so happened to come across in like literally 20 seconds. It's almost like it was planned out, right? Because we gotta spread the word about what an awful person Spakle is, right? But let me break this down for you even further, okay? Now I'm not looking at the chat because your girl gets all distracted and whatever. So give me a second before I can look at the chat, okay? Bear with me here. So immediately, excuse me, let me correct myself real quick. Said person said, yeah, kind of like when they said, Llama should get over her kid's death or something, stop crying or something. They didn't use the person's name. Let me make that clear. I might have said that before. I might have had that wrong. I don't know. I don't remember. But and then EK say, boom, let me heart that comment. I'm like, okay, this is fishy, right? This is weird. Why did she like that so fast? What is going on here? Who did that? Who, right? And in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, something's going on. I just had a feeling that this person in EKC were trying to, I'm like, here we go. Like, here we go. I'm sure as shit. Sure as the sky is blue, my friends. So I'm like, I comment to the person and I'm like, who said that to Llama Girl? What are you talking about? Like, I don't know anything about this. Like, can you be more specific or whatever it was? I don't know. I was like, huh? But I knew in the back of my head that at the rate in which that comment was liked, in the whole situation that had already been going on coming into account, I was like, something's up here. Something's brewing, right? So, yeah. So then it turned into like a 7-hour extravaganza of like, I don't know, someone said it. It was Holy Spakle. Oh, just kidding. It was CJ. Or I'm like, all right, where's the... Then people like K Baxter, who's also on a chopper block too for being normal and speaking the truth. She was like, Holy Spakle would never do that. We got to see proof. And then it turned into, well, it was Holy Spakle and CJ. And then it turned into, it was on EKC's stream. I'm like, okay. So here we are, I don't know, 12 hours later at this point. Okay, but where's the proof? Because let's face it, guys. Let's face it. In this community, if one of us, if any of you, especially if you're well known in the anti-KJ crowd, please believe it, please, right? In the great words of Real Entertainment News, please believe it, please, okay? Somebody out there would have obtained a screenshot immediately and posted it immediately. This isn't like, oh, that one time at band camp, I don't know where it is, like, come on, man. You cannot say these accusations and not come through with proof, right? But of course, in the never land of Twitter, everybody's like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Those people are evil. They're still evil. Guys, you cannot believe everything you read, right? But it is, when it's easy to believe everything you see and read? When you already have an agenda, when you already don't like the person, when you already trying to push a narrative, right? And I ain't even going to play it, don't worry. So it turned into a comment in an EKC stream. Then it turned into, just kidding, it was a comment made over here. It was in a thread. Here it is. No, here it is. There's like 3 of them, and they all have nothing to do with each other. And you know what it all boils down to? And I'll show you. Literally boils down to them calling Llama Girl in general ridiculous. Nobody ever said, whether we Holy Spakle, CJ, whatever, nobody ever said this, okay? I'll show you what they did say. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe they blew that out of context, just like they did with you, AZ, with the whole dog thing. This is crazy. What are these people doing? Why are they doing this? Why? Ask yourselves why, all right? So, get over your son. Can you imagine somebody around here saying that to somebody? Like, excuse me? And best believe it. Please believe it, please. If somebody did say that to somebody, I'd put their head on a stick right now. Right now. Yeah, I would. I would dance around the culty fire with it too, just to entertain you guys. I would never go for that. I don't think any of you would. Any of you. I don't care if you're, what side you're on, what planet you come from. Nobody in their right mind would ever be okay with that, right? Ever. Check your Twitter DMs, all right? Like, is it super important? I'm on a roll right now. I'm just going. I'm not freaking tearing into this shit because this is just nonsense, man. Nonsense. I will check my Twitter DMs. All right, hold on a second. I don't want to leave that screen, man. I gotta take it off the screen. Hold on. Is it worth it? Do I really need to go to my DMs right now? So I'm gonna have to move my whole screen around. There's a missing DM. All right, let me just go through this first, okay? Then I will, okay? Just bear with me here, because I already got this up. I don't want to have to keep going back and forth, if you don't mind, okay? Is that all right? Unless it's like emergency. Let me just finish this thread, then I will, I promise, okay? I just don't want to open my DMs on the screen because, look what happened to that Tony dude from freaking, what's it called, All-American Dream Chaser. He was like, there was some freaky shit in his DM. You don't know what's in my DM right now. I'm about to share with you, okay? Anyways, where were we? So, that's a strong accusation. Now, this was going on in my thread. This was going on Nikki's. Here we go. We got 2 retweets, 2 quote retweets. It spread like wildfire. So before you know it, CJ and Holy Spakle are kicking puppies and, laughing at people's pain, I guess. And everybody's just buying it. They're eating it up, right? Except for people who, I don't know, actually know better or something. Because I can anyways, you get my point. Highly doubt it, right? So let's go on here. Not one person has shown it, and I find it hard to believe this actually happened. Lots of lies and half-truths out here lately, especially considering the proof that's somehow non-existent thus far, right? I think it's time you stop putting your foot in your mouth, AZ, don't you? Hey, Nikki, where's the screenshot of that exact, stop it. Stop mourning over the death of your child. What are you talking about, Nikki? Nikki, what are you talking about? Really? Get over your son's death. Do you guys see that highlighted on your screen? Still haven't seen that, Nikki. You still look silly, Nikki. You still a wannabe sister wife, Nikki. You'll never have one up on me, Nikki. You look kind of silly, Nikki. And I just love how blocked by KJ, like it's some kind of fucking badge of honor. Everybody gets blocked by KJ, okay, Nikki? You're not special. Anyways, so I was decent to her, right? I was not like, and I don't like Nikki, but here I am just trying to like be the voice of reason. Like, yeah, doubt it. It's not out there, right? I wasn't a jerk. We all know I have a propensity to be a jerk, right? I do. So I think it's time you stop putting your foot in your mouth. Put it in your mouth. You know what I mean? And then LOL Cal University said, I think it's time that you, talking to Nikki, looked into McRae. Instead of just believing his BS. I can prove everything I say about McRae is true. Hence why in July 2019, he lost 99% of his followers. Since then, he's been recruiting dumbasses to believe his BS. And you fell for it. LOL. Love it. High five, local university. Tell it. A bunch of, and I say this with peace and love, a bunch of not so neurotypicals are out here doing a lot of his work. Let's just face it. These people have admitted it, right? Wolf, Alice, whatever. This is nonsense spread by people who spread nonsense, who do nonsense things. Okay. Easy. I saw it with my own eyes. Okay, that's great. In this world, we need proof. You know what I'm saying? Like, with all due respect, that's a heavy accusation to just hurl at somebody with no evidence, right? I cannot imagine them saying that. I just cannot, right? I just spoke with so-and-so. Okay, Sue says, I just spoke with Llama Girl. She told me 100% it was CJ and Spakle. I will find it. Now, this was like hours upon hours later, right? So here I am. I'm like, I'm reading Llama Girl's tweets because let me she's involved in this conversation, right? And listen, everybody in the chat, be respectful of her pain, dude, okay? Like, no matter what, right? So here we go. Let me just make sure I got all that. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to show you all of it. I'm not just going to show you some of it, but what we want you to hear, we're going to go over all of it to get the whole full picture. I'm not going to read people's names because I really don't want to start like calling out commenters and stuff. You know, I already have enough going on, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, so many haters in the building. I don't want to cause any more. So I'm going to pass that. All right. Oh, snap. Now, listen, this is one of the things they show, and this is what you need to pay attention to. Okay. Where is the top of this? What is this about? What is this context? Where did it come from? What is it? What was said before that? Yata, yata. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. That was Becky. Never mind. Hey, Becky. So, oh, snap. Is Llama Skank crying again? Aw. Now, let me tell you guys something. Listen up, okay? Listen up. Imagine, if you will, who else is known to cry? I don't even know what about Llama's crying, whatever. I'm just saying. I'm going to give you an example of how not proof this is. Not proof worthy this is. Ready? You ready for this? Me. Is Roadhog crying again? Right? Is he crying again? And then Roadhog would say, how dare you tell me to get over my goldfish's death? Right? And then I say, do you see how that works? Why you people make such strong assumptions, I'll never understand. Just because somebody is crying doesn't mean that you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what they're crying about. Where's the whole thing? Right? And if people cry a lot, okay, they cry a lot, right? You know who they don't think about who cries? And y'all are going to burn me for this one. Yo, get your screen records out. You ready for this? Get your screen records out. And, you know, I ain't even got paid lately, but here we go. Maybe I'll get a bonus, Katie. I don't know. Listen up and listen good. And I'm not perfect because I still got my fucking video there, but I have it there for a few reasons, right? How many times has Katie asked you people to stop talking about her kid? How many times has that happened, huh? Do y'all give a fuck about that? No. As a matter of fact, one of you staunch supporters out there running your mouth right now is like, I can't believe that you're showing the back of your son's head. I can't believe you shaved his head so you can see his scars. Yeah, because Katie's son should really cover up his scars. He really should be so ashamed of them, right? You people are sick. And I don't give a fuck whose feelings I just hurt. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Because you guys are the biggest hypocrites I've ever seen ever. And because it's Katie, it's okay. This is the same people who, like, literally, you guys, I don't even need to sit here and tell you. You already know how bad it is, right? And I can't stand Katie. As a matter of fact, me and CJ got into the biggest fight. I still have CJ blocked in certain places. CJ's getting blamed for this, by the way, and I'm still standing here telling you, nah, they're doing her wrong. Okay? So don't get it twisted. I don't bend to anybody ever, right? I don't give a fuck that it's Katie. Y'all fuck with that lady too much and her kid. So don't sit up here and be like, oh, you meant this really, when really they didn't, and then you have no regard for someone else's kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Hello? Right? What y'all doing to CJ, what y'all doing to Holy Spakle is fucked up. They did not say that. Quote. Roadhog cries all the time. Is Roadhog crying again? Oh my God, I can't believe you're talking about this. Now listen, back to what I was saying in the beginning. I'm not coming at Llama Girl. I don't know what it's like to go through grief. I don't know if I would see something and go, oh my God, they're laughing at me. I don't know that. I cannot judge her for that. But I do judge all you little people around her who are perpetuating this nonsense, okay? Because that's what it is at the end of the day. This is crazy. This woman is dealing with immense pain, right? And then you have these people being accused of thinking that that's a joke, when none of this is real life. None of it. None of it. Except for the fact this lady's in pain and these people are innocent of what they're being accused of doing. What planet is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, me and CJ got into a fight that was so bad, we were calling each other the C word. Yeah. But it's still not right. What y'all are doing is still not okay. And why are you doing this? Because you guys don't like each other? Why are people doing this to me? Because y'all don't like me? Because I hurt Wolf's feelings about something else, so he wants to make it into a race debate? Like, why do you guys do this? Aren't we adults? Like, can't we just not like each other and base it on rooted in reality and what really happens and what people really say and what people really mean? Can we just do that? Because whatever happened to, like, whatever this is, I don't even know what to call it, is literally insane. Thank you. Yes. My head is spinning, you know? Yeah. Holy Spakle. I know. Okay, well, hey, listen to this. And I do have to check my Twitter DMs. I know I didn't forget. Just saying, I didn't forget. Okay. Holy Spakle. Now, negative, I don't know much. I'm not going to pretend I know much about the negative and Uni Rocket, all that, because I don't. Like, I really don't. I know that I always thought of negative to be a ride or die uni person, but now he's on the EKC side. So just to give you some context, that's about all I really know, okay? Holy Spakle says, negative did threaten me in AZ Live. Say goodbye to your reputation. I think it's connected to AKC. Yo, when I tell you, as God is my witness, she came in with felt swoop speed to hot that comment that started all this. Because I had my phone in my hand yesterday, right when it happened. Boom. I was like, that was kind of weird. Well, you know how they talk about your gut instinct, how you can just feel a storm brewing? Yeah, okay. Well, that's what happened. Because you know what? I know this shit because they do it to me all the time. I get gaslit as fuck out here in these streets. Let me tell you. And if you've been around for it, you've been around for it, right? And that's why I will not bend to these people, because they're mobsters, yo. Listen, if you even did say sorry for some shit you didn't do, it would never be enough. Just like Katie Joy, if that bitch changed tomorrow and came out and had a new leaf, which will never fucking happen, they'd still drag her ass. It doesn't matter. Like, it It doesn't matter because there's an agenda behind all of it, right? Like, what's good for the geese got to be good for the gander. Like, you know? As a matter of fact, just because I'm so sick of this nastiness, I am gonna erase my first KJ video about how I had the quotes on her son wrong because it's just fucking gross. Like, as a matter of fact, you people out here recording, talking about her son, talking about what she should and shouldn't do with her son. Like, can we just grow as individuals and put that away? Like, that's just, it doesn't feel right. Now, listen, your girl Easy, just to recap real quick. Well, Easy, you have that video up and yeah, because I was gonna take it down and Katie ran her fucking mouth, and we all know how Katie is, right? So out of spite, because I can be a spiteful biatch, I was like, I'm leaving that shit there. Because she started telling people that I was scared and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, yo, F you, Katie. I'm leaving the video there, right? Well, guess what? I'm so disgusted about reading about her son's head scars and what he should and shouldn't be ashamed of. Now, let me tell you this, too, because this is really important, too. I read a comment from good old Pickle. Pickle, I hope you're here right now because, Pickle, honey, these fucking people are trying to tell everybody you don't have cancer, and that is hurtful. Yeah. Really hurtful. When you are dealing with something that is life-altering and you have people like a Wolf, the same lunatic who is trying to frame me for being racist, saying, Pickle doesn't have cancer. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Steve McRae, why do you keep these creatures around? Oh, wait. It's almost like you have a secret, hidden culty McCultiferson reason why. Because they do your dirty work. We have seen it unfold, especially since you scammed this community, sir. It is all connected, let me tell you. All right, so, listen, I saw you say this somewhere, Pickle, and I'm going to read it. I hope you don't mind, right? I'm going to say something not popular. To have expectations of a healthy child and dreams for the future, and then to have a child who isn't quote unquote normal is absolutely tragic, and it leads to resentment, and that's normal. And anyone denies that what they do to Katie isn't hurtful, it's hurtful and frustrating, and it's a liar, you know? We're allowed to mourn that injustice, right? It's hurtful. Just like how you took this out of context and tried to convince an already hurt llama girl that, yeah, you know what, people think your pain is funny. Nah, nobody thinks that shit's funny. And I guarantee you, if you knew CJ and Spakle, you would not believe it for 1 second because it's not true. And then we have people, now correct me if I'm wrong, people like Renell Smith, right? Who literally is like, well, Unirock did this, which I don't know anything about what she just shared or whatever. Okay, does that make all this okay though? I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, if Katie Joy did any of these things, y'all would be having a freaking stream marathon extravaganza, dude. Oh, she's always trying to use her kid. She's always trying to use her child to like to make people feel bad for her. Okay, well, where's my teeth? If one wanted to, one could say that's what's happening here. Right? Because if the tables were turned, one would do that. Ay. I mean, look. I am not the fucking oracle. I am not Mother Teresa. I am not somebody who has all the answers. I am certainly not perfect, and I make lots of mistakes. And sometimes I'm too brazen, and sometimes I come across really harsh. But am I wrong in saying that this is just crazy? All of it. Like, all of it. You people have no idea what it's like, right? To have a bunch of people believe something that's not true, right? It's easy for viewers to sit back and go, oh, just ignore them, right? Do you think that's easy for Pickle? Like, you sure it is. I mean, she don't say nothing about it, but like, it's not easy. That can't be easy to have someone discount your cancer, right? What about people thinking you're racist? or that you're homophobic like they did to me this past week, right? Do you think that wasn't hurtful? Or what about, I don't know, what about Stina and them who literally got blamed for calling CPS? Still waiting for that proof too, by the way. Never saw that. It's almost like all the people who speak out against Steve get a smear campaign. And who sits there with their Sally Jeffrey Raphael fucking glasses on night after night and tells you, yeah, they're the bad guy? Who does that? Head sister wave number one, right? I can't believe Ainsley does that. Girl, your owner, Steve McRae, joked around about nooses with black people. And you're mad that I called a dog pick a dog? And you think that you're so noble, AKC? No. No. But let me guess. Like your tweet the other day or last week. Easy's just mad that I'm the batter bitch. What? What planet is this? The batter bitch? What? What is wrong with you people? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Flip a desk. Right? This shit's hurtful. Lies are hurtful. You know what's not? What can't be hurtful? The fact that y'all own Steve McRae scammed a community and lied to everybody. In the epitome of a community that already is founded off the fact that we all dislike a liar and a manipulator named Katie Joy. But here we have Steve McRae, who is literally the male version of Katie Joy. And all you Katie Joy haters are like, nah, it's cool. What the fuck is happening? What is happening? You hear me? If you hear me, press 1 if you hear me, because I gotta take this off the screen and I gotta look at my DMs real quick to see what's going on here. All right, and listen, I'm not angry. I'm literally just dumbfounded, and I'm just fed up, and I'm just sick of lies, and I'm just sick of it. Like, it's not okay, man. And listen, the stuff, at least the stuff we say about EKC and Steve and stuff, there's actually, I don't know, evidence. You said you were going to do one thing with the money. You didn't do it. I don't know why that's like rocket science for people to, I don't know, gaslight the ass out of everybody around here and be like, nah, I didn't really, like EKC with her like majestical freaking ratchet lawyer tree tricks or whatever. Nah, this is real life. He did do what he said he was going to do with the money. Okay, then why are they not in court then, huh? I cannot play pretend anymore, you guys. I can't do it. Can't do it, All right, hold on. Bear with me. Shut up, Easy. You're being too loud and animated today, will ya? Uno momento, por favor. All right. I checked my DMs finally, just saying thank you. Thank you for sending this to me. You better hold it back, Easy. Yo, Stitching, you already know, okay? You already know. But, it wouldn't be an easy stream if I didn't own some of my nasty when I'm done with this. But first, this is more important that I got to get on the screen. Sidetrack, Sally. I'm going to humble myself after and do something nobody around here ever does. Ever. All right, so is this it? Hold on. Okay, it's not that one. Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm like sitting out in the screen house. Like the sun is like glaring on one side of my computer. I need to fix this real quick. I'm going blind. Here we go. All right, just saying. Okay. Remember how I was like saying like, oh, where's the other piece of it? What is it? Just saying, is this what you just gave to me? She was replying to me. Oh, were you just leaving me a quote? Were you just talking to me? Hold on. Or were you showing me something? You just wanted me to read it. Oh, I thought you wanted me to show this. Okay, hold on. Let me take this off my screen because I don't want to show my DMs. Hold on. This is clearly I'm not super prepared for this stream like usual. It's just kind of like no one said anything about her kid. That's the missing screenshot tweet. Yeah, that's the one with Nikki. Yeah, that's the one I oh, is it up more? Hold on. There's so many in here. I don't know which one you mean. I'm still not like better from my freaking cold. Oh my God, Justin, are you serious right now? Thank you. Isn't it funny? Oh my God, flip a desk. You guys aren't going to believe this shit. You are not going to believe this shit right now. Now remember, before I show you this, thank you, Just Saying, thank you. Before I show you this, remember what I just showed you. Remember how I just said to you guys, why is the top cut off? Sorry, I just read that word crack. I was like, why is the top cut off? Why is it, you guys? Anybody have a guess? It's almost like it's taken out of context from a completely different conversation. You guys are silly. You ready for this shit? You gotta be. I can't even. All right. Wow, Nikki, you out there? Hey, Nikki. Oh, Nikki, you're so grime. All right, listen. I'm sitting here crying at how KJ is talking about this man. You see that right there? There you see it. I'm sorry, Sherry. You know what? I think before I read the rest of this, I think this time this calls for a narrative. I think it does. Now, hide your kids, hide your wife, because it is kind of loud. You know what I'm saying? They're really not gonna like this one. You guys are gonna be big mad. If you thought he was mad already, oh, now you're gonna be really big mad. Ready.
Bullshit. Stop. That's narrative. Bullshit.
Okay.
Like, I don't even want to hear it. That's narrative.
Oh. Like, I don't even want to hear it. It's narrative. You ready for this? I'm sitting here crying at how KJ is talking about this man, right? I don't know why whatever. I'm not even going to go there. All right, so here comes Just Saying, coming up with the truth facts so more people need to speak reality, right? Then stop watching her. This is not a job or some public. Then stop watching her. This is not a job or some public service you're providing. You're not curing cancer. It's not that important. You spend your entire life hate watching, hate tweeting, hate clipping her. Go out and live your life instead of being stuck in hers. You're insane. Yikes. Oh, snap. Is Llama Stain crying again? Oh, there's CJ, right? Here comes Wooden Eagle, the one who chose the skies of Katie's kid's head. Like, I don't know, man. Wooden Eagle, like, I really appreciated your freestyle raps and stuff and like all that. And all, like, but come on, man. Stop trying to tell a lady how to take care of her own kid. This is just grimy, man. Like, some of you guys out here have taken this Katie stuff just next level. And that's hard for me to say because I started my channel in this community. And I will never, ever negate that fact. But some of y'all need 401k Katie freaking plans. You need to buy stock in Katie. You need 401k plans for your Katie career. Okay? Sorry, Wooden Eagle. Peace and love. Whatever. All right, so. Oh, snap. Llama Stain crying again. Now, listen. Let me go back up. So these were all connected. All right, because they're different colors. You know they're going to call that out, Just Saying, right? But I'll figure it out. Don't worry. I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm just saying they're going to be like, it's not even the same color tweet. but I'll get it. Don't worry. If nobody erased it, that is. All right. It's unacceptable for anyone to make fun of another person's hurt and pain, especially when a mother loses a child. It's so gross to bully a hurting mother. Yeah, it is. If you don't like that she's crying and expressing her feelings, just move the fuck on and say nothing. Back up here. Now, all right. So Ellie Rod is Llama Girl's name, right? And Just Sayin was the one that ripped the new one, right? Okay. So here we got CJ responding to it. Yup. Okay. And we have Wooden Eagle responding to all of them, including Llama Girl. Okay. I don't know why Wooden Eagle thought that this up here had anything to do with the other. About this man, right? Now, first of all, this is what I don't understand about this too. Before I keep going, right? Why are you look at the dates and times? I'm going to, but before I go on, hold on. Why? I forgot what I was going to say because I looked at the chat. I forgot. Hold on. Let's stop back up at the top. So this is at 8:21 p.m. 7 July 8th. Okay. Oh, this is what I was going to say. Sorry. Pause. Sorry, guys. All right. You know me. Sidetrack Sally. Okay. Initially, when somebody came through and said it was Holy Spakle, it happened on EKC's stream. Everybody's like, oh, it happened on the stream. And then Nikki was like, on the stream. And then here we go. We have this flying around, that flying around. Like, yo, if somebody said to you, I think you should get over the pain of your deceased child, yo, I would know exactly where that shit was located. Let me tell you. I wouldn't have to look for it. I wouldn't be confused on whether it was a stream, whether it was a thread, whether it was Twitter, whether it was MySpace. I would know. Okay? So the fact that like this was like, oh, gee, I don't even remember where it is. Really, it just sounds like it was just kind of like scrounged together last second. Like, yeah, that really happened. Let's flip it. Flip the script, right? It's fucked up, man, because this woman already lost a child and suffering. Like, why are people trying to think, make her think? Why are they perpetuating it? Like, yeah, they're laughing at you. Like, come on, man. That's sick. Like, y'all is sick. All right, so set 8:21 p.m. 8 July 8th. Okay. Now, on July 11th, Just Sayin responded to her. Right? July 12th. Yep, CJ responds to Just Sayin and Llama. Because remember, Llama was crying about how mean Katie was to some guy. Right? You saw it. You saw the dates, you saw the @ marks, and now they might be different colors, they're different screenshots. But, you know, if I have dark Twitter, some people have white Twitter, right? Calm down, Wolf, all right? So listen, oh snap, is Llama Skate crying again? Because, I mean, hey, listen, to be fair, right? Lots of people do accuse said person of trying to I don't know, be a Katie Joy sometimes, just being like, hey, you guys can't talk about me because you know, I have this going on, like which is frustrating in a whole other conversation in and of itself, because using listen, don't get my words twisted. You hear me out there? I know you freaks are gonna do it anyways. Listen, it's mean to do this. It's mean. You know what else sucks though? When people use their pain to emotionally manipulate other people into not having an opinion or not being able to speak on that opinion. And that's why this stream is really uncomfortable to make to begin with, because who the fuck wants to sit there and be like, nah, that awful thing you deal with is just this sucks to say out loud, you guys. It's not fun. It's not fun. And that's why a lot of people get away with shit like this, because it's uncomfortable. It's wicked uncomfortable to even talk about this, because I don't ever want for 1 second for Llama Girl to think that any of this is okay for her, for anyone, right? It's because it's not. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not trying to make her life harder. No. This is a straw that broke the camel's back moment from all these people here trying to pull shit out of thin air and make things what they ain't. It sucks when people do that to you. It really does. And until you've been there, you don't know what it's like. And for all you freakazoids out there on the World Wide Web who have literally come to me, I don't even know who you people are. You got some nerve, okay? You're an August 22 sock account pulling up in my DMs, talking about I need to apologize. Bitch, that defeats the whole purpose of an apology. You can never make somebody apologize for nothing. That wouldn't even be an apology. People apologize because, listen, when I don't know about you guys, but when I apologize to somebody, I do it because it doesn't, what I did didn't sit right within me, right? Like, I don't know, man. It obviously you want to help the other person, but like you do it because you mean it, right? So for all these people just trying to tell us who we are, trying to tell us how we should move, I have one girl, come at me because I said butt buddies and a superintendent of schools got fired for it that one time. I'm like, I'm not a fucking superintendent of schools, in case you haven't noticed. I'm a YouTuber, so why are you trying to hold me to the same standard as this guy? And back to me owning my nasty. There's only so much you could take when people keep trying to tell you what you meant. Now listen, butt buddies, thank you, Dom. I hope you're here, by the way. I know I'm all over the place, swerve, right? Just come for the ride with me, okay? I'm easy. Just get in the car, okay? Fire up the craft, right? Just Dom, I don't know if you're here, but I really appreciate you explaining to these people that this feels so ridiculous to even say. The phrase butt buddies, right, which I was saying to about Molly Golightly and Justin, right, was not a homophobic slur. Okay. By the way, who makes that? Who gets to decide? Who gets to decide what's a slur, what's not? You know who it ain't? You know who doesn't get to decide? Karen on Twitter. Somebody like Just Dom would have a way more valid opinion than Karen on Twitter. You know who else doesn't get to tell me that the guy with the dog pic being called a dog is racist? Karen on Twitter. And Steve McRae and Roadhog, because they've said shit way worse. But nobody wants to talk about that. Let's just hide under our delusional umbrella and pretend like we're better people, and we'll all high five Steve McRae and pretend like he didn't just take y'all for your money and promise you, oh, Discovery's going to be great. Oh, he's got a really good case, EKC, right? Yeah, sure. Okay. Anyways, where were we here? I would never say some shit like that. Yeah, like it could mean ass kisser. Yeah, it could mean like they're up each other's ass, like they can't get enough of each other, or it could mean brown nose or whatever. But no. Steve McRae wants you to think that it's some kind of shut up, all right? It's just shut up. Yo, until you come out and say, hey guys, I'm sorry that I told you I was gonna do X, Y, and Z with the money and I didn't. UD Rock was right. Oh, y'all are mad right now, aren't you? You're flipping desks, aren't you? Sorry to hear that. Y'all don't know what it's like. This is what I'm going to. Okay, listen. You don't know what it's like to have somebody telling you about you, okay? None of y'all will understand that unless you've been through it on the internet, and it's real easy for people to sit there and go, just ignore it until you've been there. And if you're a big mouth like me who, literally has been this way since day one, there's only so much you could take before you just start like snapping on people. Now on Twitter the other day, I got, your girl just lost her marbles. I'll tell you straight up, I'm not here to play pretend. I lost my marbles. They were all over the floor and shit. People were slipping, falling down. Somebody cracked an elbow, here we are. Because you don't know what it's like to have somebody tell you about you and demand that you apologize, especially when you have never seen their name before. The fuck? You cannot do that. Like, you can't, right? But you can go off facts and evidence, and facts and evidence say that this shit is bunk. Steve McRae's whack. He lies. You know what I'm saying? You cannot manipulate words. We can read. You guys, if you're in this chat right now, there's a really good chance that you know how to read. Don't fall for this shit. Okay? Don't. Anyways, back to the marbles falling. Big loud bang, crash, poo, everybody goes flying. AZ went flying. Let me tell you, heels up. Yep. I was down for the count. I blocked a whole thread of people. Just like boom, boom, boom. Like, you know, were some of them subscribers? Yep. Should I probably not have blocked them all? Yup. But guess what? I'm a human, and there's only so much people can take before they snap, right? So if you're not, I don't know, if you're not Wolf and I offended you, I'm sorry. If you're, if you're, I don't know. I'm not gonna say sorry to somebody. I'm not fucking sorry. Why would I say sorry for some shit I'm not sorry for? Like that's so unauthentic of me to do. I can't even operate like that. So just stop that nonsense. You forcing your views on people, trying to tell me it's a slur, is not gonna change my view on it. Am I willing to listen to people and learn and grow? Because some of y'all accuse me of not being able to do that. Yeah. But what makes you think that I'm gonna listen to Karen Smith talk to me about racism and talk about homophobia? No. Who are you guys? Who are you? You can't do that. So you're just as wrong for all of it. But I'm sorry for blocking that whole thread of people. I have moments. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. I went off. I was like, nope, not having it today. Nope. And then some people were trying to say I was talking about some girl, Sarah, when I wasn't. I was just like, not even having it. So if you are one of those people in that thread, right? I probably should have thought about this beforehand and maybe wrote their names down or some shit and like whatever. But, you know, it's frustrating because these are serious subject matters. It's not like, oh, I saw you pick your nose on stream. No, this is you're racist, you're homophobic, you laugh at people's deaths of their children. Think about those three things for a second. Those are horrible, cancel your ass type things that really hurt everybody. They don't just hurt me and Spakle and CJ. That hurts the LGBTQ community. That hurts African Americans that have to watch this argument go on, which I'm sorry to you guys too, because this whole thing has just been nonsense. And I'm sorry to people, yeah, even you, Llama Girl, that this is even happening. But I really hope going forward, before any of y'all accuse any of one of us of anything like that, that you're not blowing it out of proportion, because this shit is not funny. There's nothing funny about racism. There's nothing funny about homophobia, and there's certainly nothing funny about somebody's child passing away. You with me? AZ for president in 2022. No, I'm just kidding. I just felt like I gave a speech. Sitting here with my lighter in my hand, just pretending like I have a microphone. Maybe Julie should have let me borrow hers, right? Twitter is a mess, yo. Twitter is toxic. It can be toxic, right? Like I said, I'm a work in progress. I need to work on not arguing with people who, at the end of the day, are just sock accounts because they're too bitch made to come to me on their main head. Just like in the Lava Girl thread last night. Out of nowhere, here comes a brand new sock account trying to tell me, oh, whatever. It's so stupid. I'm not even gonna get into that. It's not even important, but it's just dumb, you know. But those three things that have flown around this week from the same group of people that Steve McRae controls, it's almost like they're trying to discredit the whole lot of us who are discrediting him. Except the thing is, Steve McRae, no Molly hard drive. What you did is backed by facts and evidence. What y'all accusing all of us of doing is backed by feels and manipulation. Okay? Are you with me? Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here, because you know what? Lots of you have also been accused of things, right? I took a big break here and there a while back when all this was going on, so I don't really know as much about it as I should, but you are welcome to come up and talk about it, okay? Some of you were accused by the same group of people of calling CPS on Megan, right? Now, I know what that's like too, getting accused of calling CPS on somebody, right? And that's not fair either. I don't want to leave that out of the conversation. There's more. I know I'm forgetting things, you guys. Feel free to drop in the chat if I'm forgetting anything. It's not okay, right? Thanks, EKC. Now EKC says, I don't care about our victims. Yeah. Oh, okay. Did you kick a puppy? Because I hear I kick puppies. You know what I'm saying? This is EKC. I always talk about Steve this, Steve that. Nah, this bitch is right next to him. Yeah, that's right, bitch. This bitch is right next to him. She is fueling this fire and perpetuating it. And speaking of perpetuating, EKC, why would you know that Wolf is unwell? I know that you know that. Why would you perpetuate this shit? It's almost like you get your little shits and giggles out of it, don't you? You're a fucking sick individual, lady. You really are. You are weaponizing the not so neurotypical because of Steve McRae. Ugh. What are you doing, EKC? What are you doing? I need a cigarette. This is too much for me to handle.
Oh my God.
Hi, Holy Spakle.
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
It's me just saying, I have a second. I have to go get my kids. They have an ortho appointment this afternoon. I just want to say one thing. I don't know what their end game is. I know I do know it's to take KJ down. I just want everybody to remember the day Toddy Westbrook filed her lawsuit against KJ was October 30th, 2020. She was sitting at 139,000 subscribers. Today, she is sitting at 248,000 subscribers. Ooh. Whatever you guys are doing is not working. You will never take her down. She's not going anywhere. Even if she loses a lawsuit, let's just say she loses the 7M lawsuit. What would happen? She would have to take down some videos that she's already made bank on. What do you think is going to happen to her? TOS, like she doesn't break TOS.
No, she's laughing all the way. She's laughing all the way to the bank.
She's already laughed all the way to the bank. She makes anywhere from $17,000 to $30,000 a month. What are you guys trying to accomplish? Because whatever it is, it's not working.
Nah. That's the thing. What are they? They're trying to spread the word. Like, yo, I think everybody it's well documented on the internet. It's well documented. There's no way that she'd ever be able to escape everything that everybody's done. Like, I just don't know why everybody still goes so hard. It's the strangest thing. Listen, I went at it for a long time, but the people that do it day in and day out, like, what is the end game? You're right. That's a really good question. Just saying, what is it? What is it?
Whatever they're doing is just helping her.
Filthy lucre.
Like, it's just helping her. Anyways, I have to go pick up my kids. They keep interfering with my YouTube life.
Funny how that works, right?
Yeah, I know. Anyways, have a good day. Yeah, great stream, AZ. Yeah. Hi, Spakle. Bye, Spakle.
Always good to hear from I just say it. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Go ahead, Spakle. Take the floor. Say what you want to say.
This isn't the first lie these folks have told. And I say these folks loosely in the sense like Steve and the cult. Steve has also said I'm part of the dark web. Steve has also said that I take bets. I'm going to be very careful in my wording because you're respectful of your platform. I take bets on whether or not someone will unalive themselves or not. No receipts. And this is, I'm someone that's struggled with depression, like hardcore, like my entire life. Like, and he thinks I take bets on whether or not someone would unalive themselves or not. He has accused me of calling CPS on Shani for Christ when it was proven, and even Shani and her mother said that the person that called CPS actually straight up told them that they called CPS, and it was somebody that they knew in their real life. But he's ran with a lie that Godless Girl, who is actually someone that said, hi, I'm a sociopath and acts like one and throws milk on Muslims and I kid you not, bacon on Muslims, and used to film it. And somebody that just does really evil things, who's doxed me and other things. He was going by her word and ran around with it. So I guess now I'm like, I'm taking bets on whether, someone does something to themselves. I am part of the dark web. I am willing to just play dirty. He says that I have attacked his daughter. And the real thing that I did say was, back when he was fighting with Kyle on the NSS breakup, they were hashtagging Kyle steals from children. And I said, that's some fucking bullshit and manipulative shit. Oh, and I said, maybe he should be a better provider and fucking get a real job. And that's
so hold on. Just to be
that
clear,
was not me attacking his child.
You said maybe he should be a better provider, and then he turned that into you were attacking his child.
Yep. So he turned it into she better get my daughter's name out of her mouth, and just went on to a big whole like pro-coaching thing of using his daughter as a shield after he used this poor lady, his daughter as a way to get at Kyle, and say, you didn't pay me, and that was supposed to be in perpetuity, and I was supposed to leave a legacy behind. And then he caused all these people to hashtag and say just like over and over again, Kyle steals from children. And so that's when I was like, this is dishonest. Like anytime someone like loses their job or changes a position or whatever, like it's not that people are stealing from somebody's child in particular. It's just fucking dishonest. So I did say like, and that's when I knew I was burning a bridge with Steve, because I had gone quiet with Steve and just kind of vanished into the like ether. Like, I'm just going to get away from Steve. I don't like this man anymore. And that was the first time I swung at him, and I swung at him in a way that would burn the bridge.
Yep. I don't know, man. This is the thing, right? Back to the whole, we can't take Katie Joy. Like, what is his end game here? Like, bro, you're not taking her to court. So what now? Like, you guys this is just nonsense. Like, you're hurting people that literally are speaking the truth. Like like you just said, somebody just had it up here. They said you were a sociopath too.
Yes, he has said I'm a sociopath. At one point, kind of around the Llama Girl thing, he said I was a sociopath. He brought up my sexuality and said she's a bisexual Christian that can't just square it, and it's caused her to have a mental break. She's a complete sociopath in a loveless marriage. All these things that he does. He supposedly knows about me.
Are you serious?
I'm not
you hear
serious.
That? I hope Renelle Smith is listening out there, because I thought she was like a noble woman, man, with the noble cause. I don't know how you could sit next to this dude and act like Katie's the devil, and then you have Steve saying these horrible things.
Yeah,
like what is happening anymore?
He only knows I'm a bisexual because I came out as a bisexual in the middle of if you knew who Nadia was back in the old days, which most of you don't. She would run these like big streams with panels. And one of the panels, we were all from this religious debate group, God or no God. And, social issues would come up. And in the middle of the panel, there's a 17-year-old boy. He's fucking 17. And he's sobbing and crying because he's like, I'm gay and I'm a Christian and I'm going to kill myself. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
That's fine. No. I don't care. This is not.
I'm not even monetized over
here. Whatever.
And then the religious nutcases that were Calvinists were around him going, well, that's just your sinful nature talking, telling you to do more evil things. If you kill yourself, you'll go to hell. And then, homosexuals go to hell too. And they were surrounding him and pressuring him and making it worse and worse and worse. And I said, I'm bisexual. Let me tell you what I think, because I was a progressive Christian, and I was like, and then they were screaming at me, and then I took the heat, and that kid did not unalive himself. He's not a Christian anymore. No thanks to them. But he's alive. But that's why I came out. I came out because of fucking that. Wow. And that's why people have that information. As a bisexual, if you happen to be married, thanks to EKC pointing it out, that you could maybe live under the stealth and never bring it up. But I fucking talk about it because of shit like that. And I'm part of the LGBTQ community because of shit like that.
Yep. Same with the Africa Turtle Boy dude. He's the same. Did the same stuff basically. Like, these people are raging narcissists. They cannot humble themselves and just treat people like other humans. And how anybody can just be like, listen, Katie Joy is like the freaking worst. I agree, but like this guy in comparison, Molly Golightly in comparison, and y'all are cheering these people on, and you want us to think that you're normal and you deserve respect. come on, man. Like, what is real anymore? I'm so sorry, man. I'm every day, Spakle, every day almost for the past, like, I don't know, a couple weeks, I hear things about Steve that I didn't even know. Okay. Like, that just blow my mind. I can't even believe that. I just can't even believe it.
So he utilizes, well, you know, she's experienced like spiritual trauma, things I've talked about. I've talked about like the idea of like, I have been told I'm worthless. I've been told that, you know, for being queer, you know, there people have a lot of strong feelings about this. I was put into conversion therapy, like, oh, let's make you more straight. You know, like I have had a whole life where I know what it's like to go through that. I talk about it because of that. The same thing goes with mental illness. Like, you know, am I grossly mental ill? Am I a sociopath? Am I schizophrenic? You know, am I struggling with really heavy things? No, I don't have a personality disorder. Unlike you, Steve, I do see a therapist. I do have a psychiatrist. I have anxiety and depression. I have general anxiety. I have depression, and I have CPTSD because something fucking happened to me when I was a kid. Does not matter. Like, I'm not a sociopath. I'm not a cruel person. And I talk about mental illness because, again, it's another thing that people struggle with. And I say, well, let's talk about it in the open sometimes. And now, you know what? This is what they teach you. If you're a little bit vulnerable, they will come for you every fucking time, and they will twist the truth every fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
They do it to you about addiction. They do it to you.
Yeah.
They try to addiction shame you. And I'm sorry, but you and some other folks have been very honest about, like, you know, hey, this is where I was. This is where I am. Congrats to you. I celebrate. I mean, you, not to sound like Tina, but I celebrate when somebody says I choose sobriety, because you know what? Someone that I loved died because of addiction. I fucking will cheer you on your sobriety. So fuck them.
Yeah, well, thank you for sharing that, man, because that's like really just, and it's crazy that like you telling me that you basically outed yourself to like try to help somebody. Like, it nowadays in the internet, when it comes to these people, you kind of have to out yourself or they will do it for you because they have no moral compass, none. And that's why I came with my story, because I had already been hip to like the Turtle Boy land and stuff. Like, I already knew how this internet stuff works. That's why I didn't really want to put my story out there. I just knew that if I did it, somebody was going to do it for me, and I'd be goddamned if somebody did it for me. So, that's just how they operate. But it's mind bending. It is mind bending to point at one person all the time and cheer Steve and all his like little miscreants on. And you guys, I don't know if you noticed, like, I sit up here and go, oh, these people, you know, not so neurotypicals. And I'm not even trying to make fun of them. This is things that these people have spoken out about. And it's just weird that this guy who, you know, regards himself as super intelligent and he can conquer the world, but he weaponizes all these people who just don't know any better. They just don't know any better. They really don't. So for EKC to even fuel that whole thing with Wolf, like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's just disturbing. It really is. I'm just sick of watching it. Like, this isn't even just about, like, it's just a culmination of everything. I'm just sick of watching it unfold and everybody just having to be quiet because, like, this whole situation last night, Spakle, right? God forbid, and I already know I'm going to catch hell for this because, you know, how dare you speak on somebody else's pain, right? Do you think if the tables were turned, they'd give a shit about Katie, me, you? No, they would do the same thing. So I really think you all need to just, like, take a good look in the mirror, right? Everybody needs to humble themselves and just remember that none of us are going to be perfect. You certainly, Steve McRae, you need to show some humility, sir, really. And you just stop treating people like this. And you people out there need to stop cheering for people who treat people like this. And then you wonder why people like me come along and flip their effing lids and start acting like a maniac on Twitter, because it's frustrating to watch. It's frustrating to have it happen to you. It's frustrating to see it happen to other people. Like I wasn't going to even bring this to any of the channels until I saw what happened last night. And I'm like, dude, this is just enough of this. Like, this is crazy, you know?
Well, they think that if they come what a battery and say, look what you did, they can get out of whatever they did. This is the whole, listen to EKC, what she says. Her whole philosophy is we all mess up. We all fail. People suck, right? Just you know, we all suck.
Great
point.
What
she doesn't have in her philosophy is accountability. She doesn't have it. She says she has accountability. And there's this weird, like, comment that I read where she's like, I've took full accountability. I completely understand that KJP was upset that I got that investigative report. I take full accountability that she is upset, but I had to protect the police officer. And I'm like, that's not accountability. Like,
no,
at all.
that, oh my God, that drives me nuts. Like, it's so crazy to watch her maneuver her mental gymnastics around it. Like, I don't know if you remember when she spoke to was it Words Have Power, or somebody was trying to tell her like, yo, what you did is wrong. And the way she manipulated her way around that conversation was something you would have thought, like, you know, you would see on a freaking a court case from like, it was the most insane criminal defense thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm just like, nah, you did it to spite Katie. You wanting to help the cop, that is BS. There is no accountability without you saying, you know what, I did this to have a story about Katie, whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
she could have sent that information to the cop and to the family.
Exactly.
And then left it.
Great point.
But also, I have 5 minutes. I have to get back to work. I just wanted to say really quick, EKC spinning another narrative. Take a drink.
Oh boy.
Or, you know, whatever. It's coffee, whatever. But every time she says narrative, I just go, what? Her new narrative is that these people do not care about victims. And on the contrary, that's definitely not true. We're not sociopathic monsters. Literally, the only reason why I even weighed about this, like, I was like, there is that like thing of like talking about it, you're damned if you do, because like, you know, like it is not great for KJP. And then not talking about it, you have people like Clearballs posting pictures of shit and things that Clearballs shouldn't have. And so like, you're just like, I just weigh the option and like, I just, you know, in the rock and the hard place. So like, it's one of those things where you have to kind of decide. But on the contrary, I do very much care about it. I watched her live chat, just wax poetic about what they think, you know, basically how Amber Heard she is and, you know, all that kind of shit. And, you know, I think they're disgusting. I think, you know, and it just, blows my mind. I don't know what to say anymore, except to be like, I'm disappointed. But I gotta go. So,
all right. So thanks for running up here, Spakle. I appreciate it. All right. Thanks for sharing. Bye. Yeah, man. Wow. Just when you think you heard it all about Steve, like, nah, but wait, there's more. Like, there's always more. Rose. But it's said with such authority that you think you're seeing and hearing it wrong. Yeah, exactly. That's how master manipulators do. Now, listen, y'all know I've talked about my recovery story. In order for me to have made it through the day years ago, I had to manipulate my way through, right? So when I sit in a room full of people, even on the internet, okay, I can look at people and go, oh, that person's manipulating. That person's manipulating. Takes one to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what y'all are doing. I know the strings you're pulling. And that's why I won't say sorry, because I'm not playing that game, dude. I'm just not. I'm not. The people that know me, they know what I stand for. They know what I'm about. I don't need to explain it to those people. It's unspoken. If you've been paying attention, you've been paying attention, right? You know? So sorry if I blocked everyone in the thread. If I upset anybody in that thread the other day, it's literally because I just snapped because of everybody coming at me sideways. And that's what they want me to do. Because let me tell you something. Talk about humbling yourself. Let me keep it 100 with you right now. Because I don't know any other way. I'm not going to be EKC and make excuses here. The other day, I had a stream scheduled for 2:00, okay? To talk about, I think that laptop guy that I found on my channel, whatever. I was so pissed off. Like, you know how, all right, I'm really good at like trying to like leave the internet stuff on the internet. I've come a long way. Okay? But I was so hurt from somebody. There is a woman out there who literally has been there with me a long time. She has sent me a beautiful gift. I thought I had a really good connection with her. I was like, yo, I love this lady. Like, literally would stick up for her, would make excuses when other people were getting aggravated with her. Like, yo, she is a good human. I'm not going to say she's not a good human. I'm going to say she is, because I know she is. She is being led to believe that all these little things are true, and they're not. Like, and it's really hurtful to sit back and watch somebody that I care about get played out like this, dude. And the person probably thinks I'm evil right now for trying to like put a stop to it, but it's literally because it hurts my heart to watch it happen. I couldn't even function other. And this is what they want. They want to deter me from my content. They want to stop me from growing on my channel. That is their end game, probably. What else would they possibly want? They kind of accomplished that these past few days. They really did, because I was on Twitter arguing with people, wasn't paying attention to the content I had been working on. You know what I mean? It's such BS too when you sit back and think about it. Like, come on, this is nonsense. Where is your humility here? Like, come on, like the stuff I say about her, it's like in jokes, good fun, and I think it's really sad. I still will sit here and tell you, it's sad what happened with that person. It's sad that EKC changed up as soon as Tina and Steve got involved in her channel. And anybody that can't see that, it's either because they just don't know any better, or they don't want to, and that's that. If you want to think I'm the devil herself, well, go for it, because I know who I am, and the people in this chat know who I am. And if you want to make a sock account and tell me how awful I am, that's fine. I'm locking down my Twitter. Anyways, I'm sick of you people. I really am sick of you people, And listen, I cannot, before I go, one more thing before I go. This is hard for me to come in here and talk about all these anti-KJ people and point at them and say these things. It's not easy, because this is how my channel was built, right? So it really sucks to sit there and be like, yeah, kind of crazy, like, because I don't want to disrespect the community in which I grew in, right? Like, I don't want to do that, but at the same time, I'm looking around like, yo, motherfuckers, this is crazy, and nobody's really saying nothing about it because of that fact. And here I am in a rock and a hot space, and the bottom line, people get hurt. Stop hurting people. And I'm trying to be a better person than I was yesterday. Y'all can put me on Katie's payroll, say whatever the F you want. I've never spoken to that woman a day in my life. I am taking my first video down. I'm not going to be a salty little bitch and keep it up like last time, because it's never sat real well with me that I've even spoke about her kid or brought that to the airwaves. I'm ashamed of it. I wish I took it down a long time ago. And you fucking people out here like Wooden Eagle and all that, yo, just stop. Just stop, man. Like, to sit there and say like that kid, oh, you should hide his scars. Nah, flaunt them fucking scars, dude. You know what I'm saying? That kid's been through hell and back. Whether you like Katie or not, who the fuck do you think you are? That's all I gotta say about that. Anyways, yeah, I'm trying to grow, exactly. So, it's good for the geese, gotta be good for the gander, people. You cannot put Katie Joy in the pits of hell and not put some of these other people right next to her. Okay? Yeah, like and subscribe on this channel. This is my backup. Thanks for coming. Sorry if I've like blown the top off, man. This is a very strange stream. Exactly, Sherry. My grandson shows his brain surgery scar proudly. Yeah, maybe subliminally Katie showed it because she's been through hell and back with him. And I don't, who knows? Maybe she shared that picture thinking that people would sympathize with her. Like, yo, look at my kid really did suffer. Look at these scars. You don't know the real reason behind it. To sit there and act like you should be telling her anything about anything. It's just weird energy. I don't know. Whatever. All right, guys. just be proud of people. And like I said, I'm sorry for bugging out on Twitter to some of you. I really am. I just get fucking snapped. I'm sorry. I'm perfectly imperfect. Whatever. Maybe I'll just say sorry on Twitter when I'm ready. But for the time being, I think I'm just gonna close the stream now. Go finish mowing my lawn and have a good day. And maybe you guys should have a good day too, because we don't have many good days left before it starts getting really cold. Okay. So thank you. Love you long time. And yeah, we'll talk to you later, everybody. Bye, guys. Thank you. Nana. Nana's not drunk. Ruby Shoes, Camilla. Thanks, everybody. Touch the grass. Yeah, Jerry. All right. Bye-bye.